Hey, 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 hey. Let me see if I can put my eyes on this camera here. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. This is Peek into Pink Thursday. I'm excited. I am your national sales, well, I might not be your national sales director, but I'm Caterina Harris Earl, and I'm a national sales director with Mary Kay, and my face is frozen. That is so funny. That is so funny. Hold on. My face is frozen. That was a weird. Let me see if I can get that funny frozen face again. We love the internet. Say it with me. We love the internet. All right. Type in the chat. Let me know that you are on. Beauty consultants that are watching, sales directors that are watching. We want to know where you're signing on from. And every single guest, please be sure to tag your beauty consultant. Tonight is Peek into Pink, and it's just a little bit of a quick, short opportunity to take a peek into our amazing life in Mary Kay. And I have two amazing, powerful sales directors that are here hanging out that are going to come to the stage in just a little bit of time. Thanks for popping on, LaShonda. And I know others. I see Yolanda. I see, is it Della? I see LaShonda. I see Yolanda. I love it. I love it. And I know there's others of you that are there. I want to share just a moment. California in the house. Thanks, Vicki. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, rep for your state, your city. I see you. I see you. Pastor Crystal. I see you, Shirley. I see Charleston, South Carolina, Atlanta, GA. There we come. Here we go. Here we go. Well, I'm excited to just tell you a little bit about our amazing company. And then I'm going to bring these two dynamic sales directors up. I've been building my business with Mary Kay since 1991. If I had been a Mary Kay beauty consultant, I would have told them people they were crazy because my image of Mary Kay was beehive hair and tacky pink cars. And I thought I never, ever, ever would want to be a part of Mary Kay, rolling a pink Cadillac. I just couldn't see any of that until I got to know and had my own Peek into Pink. This is our amazing corporate headquarters. We're based out of Dallas, Texas. One of the nice things about supporting a Mary Kay business is you're supporting a woman-owned business, a small business, and you're supporting a business. The products are manufactured right here in America. And so this is our international headquarters. We're one of the top 5 largest direct selling brands. There's retail sales and there's direct sales. And sometimes people don't really understand the hugeness of the direct sales market. I just was on a big conference with some of the top paying women in direct sales, and women run direct sales. I mean, direct sales has produced more women millionaires really than any other industry. There's so much. And you know what? Some women only want to make chump change and some want to make diva dollars. And it's exciting that you could do both. And so there's over 3.5 million beauty consultants in over 40 global markets. Yep, I was trained by the woman whose name was on the building. I worked this business very, very, very part-time while I was working for a nonprofit, keyword nonprofit job training agency and pursuing my master's degree, 2-hour one-way commute to grad school. Was super, super busy. This is 1991. Get excited. This picture was taken in 1992. A year later, my department was eliminated, and I was so grateful that I stepped up at that time and became a Cadillac sales director at 25 years old. So this is me standing with the founder of our company. Almost 30 years ago, which is just huge. We are not just made in America, but we're a global brand. And so literally all over the world, we have painted the world pink. And the philosophy that women look for, no matter where you are in the world, is the ability to enrich women's lives. Every woman, no matter where she is on the globe, wants her own life enriched. This is where our product is manufactured. And it's in Louisville, Texas, and it's like the size of 5 football fields. They can manufacture like 1 million products a day. And in this pandemic, it's huge that we manufacture our own products. I mean, literally, my mom is buying a new car, and some of the dealerships we went to were like, we don't have inventory because there's a chip shortage, and we've had shortage, and our company has been hit as well, because we are still in a pandemic. But I tell you, the fact that we manufacture our own product has been huge. And so I love my Mary Kay. There's me, the twin. I always wanted to be a twin. And so it's exciting. I love working this business, young, single, and free. I have loved working it alongside my husband in a full-time ministry. I loved working it pre-kids. Now I love working it with 14 grandchildren. And I love the flexibility that Mary Kay can bring. I've loved working this business with my mom. And her having earned her own 14 free cars and built her business. And so it's really just exciting. The way that we're working right now is virtually. And so it's neat to be able just to sit in that dot and be dressed up from the waist up. And I still got my yoga pants on and some cute little flip flops, my furry flip flops. And it's just how we're doing business right now. And so we love what we do. We love the I can't read that, and neither can you. I know it's too small. We love what we do. We love the money and rewards. We love the products. Our skincare is amazing. And Mary Kay is just a state-of-the-art company 57 years later. The most important thing that we sell is hope. And the second most important thing we sell is skincare. The skincare is a big deal. Hey, Andrea, I'm so glad that Lisa invited you. Please tag your beauty consultant so we know who so that she knows that you're here. And so our skincare is super important, whether you have our Time-Wise Miracle Set, or I'm looking at my other screen over here, and normally I put it in a different position. So sorry, I'm looking away. But we've got skincare for every age and every stage. So our flagship product is our Miracle Set. We have our not just our Miracle Set, but our Time-Wise Repair Set. I can't skip that one. And then we have our Clear Proof, which is huge for acne-prone skin. We've got something for the 20-something market that doesn't need anti-aging. And then we've got a Naturally line, which I totally love. And of course, we've got something for the men. So we got them covered too. And we still love Telegraph, Telephone, Telewoman. Women love to not be alone. They love to do things together. And we're still partying to success, having fun with small groups of women, one-on-one, or even larger groups of women on our amazing product. And so we have this app called the Skin Analyzer app. Literally, someone downloads the app, they take a selfie, and with that selfie, it literally analyzes your skin and tells you what you should use, which skincare product you should use. And you jump on Zoom with your client and bam, you're going to sell product. It's just really, really cool. And then some people just want to sell a little bit. Some want to sell just gloss and mascara. So it can be a little bit or it can be a lot. And you can build this business. You can hang out as a beauty consultant and earn 50% of your sales. You can choose to build a team and become a senior consultant. You can choose to continue to build and be one of our star team builders. And the women you're about to meet are sales directors. I love working this business as a national sales director. And I love the Never Stop Dreaming, really what we say it stands for. But I also love all of the income opportunities, including we're one of the very few direct selling companies that has an amazing retirement program, where at 65, they'll buy back my organization and pay me 60% of those earnings for 15 years to myself or my beneficiary. I'm going to live a long time. So I'll be getting all my cash. And so right before I bring them up, let's just talk about the cars. Our fleet of cars will surprise most women, because it's a Chevy Malibu or a Chevy Equinox. We have a Camaro. For a few more months, that car is going to be going away. For the woman who, like, I love a Camaro, but my family's too big, we got you covered. We got a Traverse. For the chick who loves a truck, we got you covered. And then, of course, what every woman has heard of is the pink Cadillac. And we have all different pink Cadillacs. And I roll in the Escalator. Actually, right now, my husband's wheeling it around town. We live between Brentwood, California, and Chicago, Illinois, and we drive it in both places. Get excited. And so I just really, really appreciate this. And so there's so many prizes, so much that you can receive. I never would have bought all these diamonds, but Mary Kay's given me 40 carats of diamonds. I love traveling around the world, but it's been so huge to travel around the world on Mary Kay. And so I am going to bring up these two powerful sales directors. I first want them to come up and say hey, and I am blessed to be able to mentor both of them, and I want to bring them up to the stage, and then you're going to hear a little bit from each of their stories. So I think I'll bring them up one at a time. I'm going to bring you up first, Beverly. Beverly is an on-the-move achiever, first-time grand achiever unit. They claimed their first free car in 2021, March of 2021. What was going on? This is so exciting. Star consultant. She's been a star consultant for 55 quarters. Just wrapped up a diamond ring with Mary Kay and has been voted Miss Go Give. I'm excited to have you come to the stage, Beverly. This is exciting. Say hey, hey, hey.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
You are so welcome. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring Octavia up too, and then we'll hear your story first. I want to bring up one of my most amazing gifts during COVID is Octavia Klein, and she is was number one in the entire Magic and Solid as a Rock family as a consultant. Now, what that means is we are the number one family in all of Mary Kay. So that means she was the number one consultant in the number one family. She has been a sales director just 7 months. So she is totally COVID trained. Okay. She has done this totally during this time and season. She has not just completed the Queen's Court of Sales, earning her first diamond ring, but completed the Queen's Court of Sharing, earning her first diamond bumblebee. Trust me, it's a big deal. Has been in the fabulous 50s and on the move. Those come with $1,000 bonuses, just like you earned. And so there she is, Octavia. Say hello, 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 hello. Trying to get in the center. How are you? How are you? You are muted, so we can't hear you, but you can just wave and say, hey.
Hello, everybody.
Awesome. So this is going to be really, really cool, you guys. I am going to give Beverly an opportunity to take a few minutes and share a little bit about your success story in Mary Kay, and then we'll hear from Octavia. Take it away, Beverly.
Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Beverly Delph, and I have been married to my high school sweetheart. We've been high school sweethearts for 38 years now. And we have three grown sons, Ryan, Xavier, and Kyle, who served in the United States Air Force. Two of them are currently serving in the United States Air Force. And I'm the absolute proud director of Beverly's Beauty Brigade. And, when Mary Kay found me, I was actually minding my own business, and I was mentoring other moms' children after they came to the college and studied in the department where I worked. And I started my business in 2000, and my husband and my sister-in-law, they actually made me do this. And I was like, I do not want to sell Mary Kay. I'm not interested in Mary Kay. And my husband was like, I think you would be really, really good at this. And I said, okay, well, then if I'm so good at this, then you sell Mary Kay. But I didn't feel like that was for me, because I was very, very shy. I still feel like I'm very, very shy, but I said yes. I said yes to the opportunity, and knowing full well that as soon as that came in the mail, I was going to put it in the closet. And that's actually exactly what I did. I put it in the closet because, again, I just did it because they asked me to. And, my three sons are in the military now, but they played sports in high school and in junior high. And you guys know that is very, very expensive. It could really rack up in the money for traveling. So I actually just took it out of the closet and I just used it to support my son's expenses. And that's how I supplemented it. And, little did I know that it would become much, much more than just having a consultant number and being a spectator. Okay. And believe it or not, I was a hobby consultant for 18 years, you guys. Hobby consultant. And that means just doing just enough to get what I needed. And after my recruiter, or my sister-in-law, she passed away, who actually has the same first and middle name as I do. She passed away. And I continued my hobby. And about the fourth year of the anniversary of her death, God started sending women to me, asking to be on my team. And I was like, okay, what's really going on? And then I actually said, you know what? I really think I need to see what God has next for me. And I finished my qualification in May of 2018 at 11:59 p.m. Yeah. And, DIQ may stand for do it quickly, but for me, it said, don't envision quitting. So here we are a couple of years later, and I'm so excited to be mentored by Caterina, because she is absolutely fabulous. And I know that I can go nowhere but up from here. So I'm so excited, being a brand new grand achiever. And literally, if you copy the right cat, you'll get where you need to go. So just know, Caterina, I'm copying you. You're muted.
Yay. Okay, we've only been doing this a couple of years. How does it feel, Beverly, to be um, rolling in your first free car? How does that feel?
Well, I can't wait to take possession of it because it's going to be a big thing. The one thing that I'm really super excited about is not having a car note. Because that's really the reason people don't even buy a new car. They will drive their car on 2 wheels and their feet just so they don't have to have a car note. But I'm really excited about that because that money I can put back into my family.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're going to hear more from you in just a moment, and I'm going to bring Miss Octavia to the stage. We want to hear your story, Octavia. You've blessed so many, and I'm excited for you to share. So take it away, Octavia.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm Octavia Klein, sales director with Mary Kay. And I started this business. So before I started this business, I was in many jobs. Okay. Many jobs. I was a massage therapist for some time. I actually was Kate Beckinsale's personal assistant. I don't think even Caterina knew about that. And I was in retail. So I went to fashion school. I graduated from FIDM in 2004. I met my bestie there. And I was in fashion. I was a retail coordinator. I traveled the whole West Coast. I went to all the Neiman's and the every mall, every great mall, the Barney's, Nordstrom's. It was really like a fabulous job. It was like a dream job, but I shined too bright for my boss. I shined too bright for her. And one day I got fired unfairly. And I decided I didn't want to work for anybody anymore. And so I became a photographer, Hollywood photographer. And I did well with photography, but I didn't have the mentorship. There was just something missing from that business. And then, and I was a photographer for about 9 years. Did a lot of things, food photography, furniture photography, shot for The Simpsons. It helps that that's what my husband works on. Met my husband in that time as well. We've been together for 14 years. But then this crazy thing called the pandemic hit. Okay. This crazy thing called the pandemic. And clearly all of my photography jobs sort of went away. Nobody knew what they were going to do. And my sister and I had actually sold Mary Kay years ago together. I did it when I was 18, but I was 18 and fabulous and not very motivated and didn't quite do as well in it then. And so I got off the Mary Kay bus and my sister jumped back on and I said, you know what? I'm going to jump back on with you. And I knew with this business, it's just like Beverly said, you copy the right cat. So lucky to be on Caterina Harris's team, Caterina Harris Earl's team. And I just ran with it. I knew this was a numbers game and I ran with it. So I became a director in 7 months. I've earned a free car, diamond rings, countless bonuses. But more than anything, it has just grown my confidence. It's grown my confidence. It's grown who I am as a person. I love that I get to do it from home. I have a 2-year-old daughter who's watching me. And I'm able to do this with her. And, if I get interrupted by her in my Zooms or doing Facebook Lives or something like that, nobody cares. It's like, it's life. They're in my life and they love it. So it's been really interesting to work a business with her. And when I very first started, I didn't have a lot of time to invest in my Mary Kay, and I still grew this business. And it's been really, really awesome. And so, it's just like, it's kind of a dream, imagine waking up every day like you don't have a boss. You have total freedom. If you want to go to the beach that day and work from your iPad or your phone, you can because you own your own business. I set my own hours. I have total freedom and flexibility to live my own life on my own terms. So I'm free of alarm clocks, even though my 2-year-old is kind of like my alarm clock. I'm free from the stress of having to ask for a vacation or worrying about if I'm going to get fired from this job, because that has happened to me. Free from the annoyance of being around people that don't lift me up in a workplace that I'm kind of like, ugh, and I don't want to be there. You don't need to be there. And in our company, you can set your own schedule. You are your own boss. You design your day the way you want it, and you design your life, like whatever life you saw that you had, like, when you were a little girl and you dreamed these big dreams and you saw this life, like if you're not living that life right now, then I challenge you to change that. Come and see what this company is all about. There's a lifestyle here. There are big thinkers in this business, and you can surround yourself with people who are going to elevate you and elevate your paycheck. I truly believe we become like the 5 people we spend the most of our time with. And if those people aren't lifting you up, with the words that they speak to you, with how they're treating you, if you're not surrounded by people who are lifting you up, and you need to change that. You need to change that. We have one life to live. This is not a dress rehearsal. So, with this, you have the opportunity to live this free life that is completely and utterly encapsulated with what you have decided for you in your life. And you know what? And if you don't have that right now, if you don't have your big dreams, then try something different. Try this for 6 months. If it doesn't work out, throw it in the garbage. Like, big deal. What's the worst that can happen? You're going to get your products at 50% off. You're probably going to look younger. You'll get some good beauty tips. You will, make some really cool friends. And if it doesn't work out, fine. Throw it in the garbage. It's fine. But I challenge everybody to try something different.
I love it, love it, love it. I love seeing you guys and hearing your stories. This is just amazing. And so I have a couple of questions just in the short time that we have. Beverly, as you were sharing with me and as I was talking to you and the things I know about your story, University Music Department Administrative Assistant for 25 years. Mm-hmm. So I want you to talk about how you've done this alongside your job for 21 years. And I know this last year you worked your business through tragedy, through death of 7 family members. You've had 7 family members pass away in 7 years, 3 brothers, a sister, 2 sister-in-laws, and ultimately your mother, who you were caring for in the pandemic while you were working your job. And now you are an essential grandmother who is currently working your business while raising an 8-year-old daughter. And so that's some heavy stuff, Beverly. That's heavy. So first, we just want to applaud you for being just a powerful woman who has been an overcomer. And so can you just talk about 2 things? How have you worked through that? And how has Mary Kay kind of helped you emotionally and just, to be able to even have a desire to work through that?
Well, I will say this, that the Mary Kay community, when I say they are the wind beneath your wings, it's the truth. Because I had people calling and checking on me. And just when I thought that, not necessarily that people forgot about me, but life happens to everybody. And you never want to be a burden to anyone else. But there was always that text that came through, always that phone call that came through. Something where somebody just said, how you doing? How are you doing? I've been working this business alongside my regular job for 21 years. And I love the fact that, again, you can work your business around your life, not your life around your business. And to be a hobby consultant for all those many years, it was something that I was actually proud of, because you could easily put it down. But the great thing about it is you can pick it back up whenever you want to. As a hobby consultant, having a job does not prevent you from working your business as a hobby, because really and truly, the results that you want, it doesn't take that much time. So you can easily do it after work. Now, it's when you have a big goal that is going to make the difference. That's where you learn to be more strategic, and you do things like at nighttime, you may set up some text to go out at a certain time, and you want to make sure that you send the text towards the end of the day. So that way you won't be receiving responses from your customers and your consultants early in the morning, or, when you're working your regular job. So time them, schedule them towards the end of the day. That way there's not that much wait time between the time that they respond to you from the one that was scheduled and the time that you can get back with them. So you just have to kind of be strategic. And then also, like, for instance, if you have a job that you really ain't supposed to be working your business at that job, what you need to do is then you have to be your best advertisement. You come in with your makeup slamming and you wear your wardrobe of fragrances. You wear a different one every single day. So somebody can say, oh, Beverly. And then you either hand them a card or you send them your digital business card, which is amazing. The digital business card is phenomenal, but you always want to make sure that you look your best. So basically, you are a walking advertisement. So people are going to ask you what's up and what you've been doing. Um, One of the things that was very challenging for me was while I was working from home, and it was a blessing from God, the pandemic. It was a blessing from God for me, because at the time that my mother was here and I had to drop everything that I was doing to, maybe um, fix a meal or change a bed or whatever it is that I had to do. But at the same time, I could pick my work back up at 10 o'clock if I needed to. So everything happens for a reason. And I don't discount any of it. You just learn to pivot. One of the things that I appreciate about having mentors as well, when you're trying to work through stuff like this, even when you can't think yourself, you can reach out to anybody or reach up to anybody that is mentoring you, and they will help you get through that next, just the very next thing. You can't think past it, just the very next thing. So basically, make yourself a walking advertisement. So you're working when you're not working. Schedule when you don't have time. And then that way you can pick things up right after you get off work. And then when you have a schedule, then you make a schedule, and then you make a schedule.
I love that. I love that. You said a mouthful, so many things. And again, I applaud you for, we can hear how when a woman is determined, everything is figure outable. You figure it out. And so I have two questions for you, Octavia, before we go. Can you talk just a little bit more about some practical tips that you used for working this business alongside a 2-year-old? What even made you think that while you didn't have your nanny during COVID, what even made you think you could fit this together and still, be able to pull it together? So share some tips for the mamas out there that are thinking, I don't know if I could do this with a young child or several young children.
It never crossed my mind that I couldn't do it. But it's just like Beverly said, it was a schedule on a schedule. And I literally, at that time, I didn't have the nanny. My husband's work went from 12 hours a day to 14 hours a day. I don't know how that happened, but COVID like really put extra hours on everybody. And I had everything scheduled. I had my shower scheduled, like literally on a schedule. I gave myself 2 hours a day. So during my daughter's nap time, I booked appointments. Okay. So that's when I booked things, and during her nap. And then after she went to bed, I did my Zoom facials or my Zoom appointments with my customers. So I had literally 2 hours, a day. I also scheduled in with my husband, because, husbands would like to just keep working and like never give you time. I scheduled in my me time. I said at 6 o'clock, I get 1 hour to myself. So it was a schedule on a schedule on a schedule, and I just made it work and just built.
I love that. You have mastered social media and how to work it and this whole virtual game. I don't think you've done one in-person appointment since you've been in Mary Kay. So just share, we have just a couple of minutes, but talk about the virtual world and social media and how can I really work this business virtually?
Yes. So the virtual world is awesome because you've got a lot of Facebook friends. Your friends have a lot of Facebook friends, and it's very easy for people. Everybody from in the pandemic went onto social media. Like that was our social. Like we went from outside to inside on Facebook. And so it's very easy to do Facebook parties where you get a friend to host a party. She invites her friends, and from her friends, those friends invite friends, and those friends invite friends, and those friends invite friends. And so it's really easy to get this network of people in your customer group, in your Facebook group, and it just sort of grows. And it's an easy invitation on Facebook with people, and they love Facebook Lives because they don't have to be on camera. I don't know. I know I will probably do some in person, but I am going to definitely, this is probably going to be 90% of my business is through social media for sure.
Yeah. There are some women right now that are happy they're not on camera. So we're working it. I mean, I love doing this, but then when I do things with other businesses, I like being able to watch as well. So I'm telling you, the virtual world just works, you guys. I want to just, close by just sharing with you. It looks like I lost my screen share here. Hold on one second. I just want to share with you how you can get started And I think I got the right one. Oh, here it is. So I just want to share with you how you can get started if you choose to join us. It's very simple. It's $30. Okay. Everything we talked about. I can't imagine someone saying, I need to think about it. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're thinking about $30. Because what you think about is how you're going to do Mary Kay, how much, what the goal is. But I promise you, you'll fall in love with the products and you'll fall in love with us. Okay. So like Octavia said, you just try it, have some fun and see what happens. So you can start for 30. That gives you a secure way to accept credit cards and your credit card processing system and a website. Or you can do a full starter kit of 130, and that gives you about $400 worth of products, supplies, samples, all kinds of goodies. And either one of those you can upgrade. So you can start with 30, or you can supersize it to 75, and that gives you $45 worth of samples and supplies to mail out to your first 30 people. You could start with the full starter kit of 130, or you can supersize it and add that sample pack to it as well. So it's options, options, options. So we hope that you decide to join us. If you have been a personal guest of Caterina Harris Earl or Octavia Klein or Beverly Delp, we want to know. Okay, please make sure you tag us in the chat or comment if you are a guest of the Solid as a Rock area. We want to know. And just those of you that are a part of our area, keep in mind that we have our next big, huge event that's happening on Sunday. So it's a great reason for new consultants to join. You will get to personally meet the #1 woman in all of Mary Kay just by coming in and being a part of this business. I thank you for tuning in to Peek into Pink this Saturday at 10:30. I'm going to be going live talking all about foundations and how to perfect match your foundation on my fan page, the fan page in YouTube. So thanks for watching, y'all. We appreciate you, and we're out. Bye-bye.